Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mia Isaksson, and this video will be about not fitting in. I think today more and more people, children as well as grown up, feel that they don't really fit in to the system. If you look at children in school, there's a lot of children, they don't even go to school. We have a lot of diagnoses, we have a lot of depression, we have a lot of people who feel like the world is not really for them. And the way I see it is like this these people who doesn't fit in are actually the most sound and healthy people. I think that it's not there's nothing wrong with these people. There is something wrong with our society. So I think that not fitting in is a sign that you are here to create something better. You don't fit in because if everybody fit in, there will be no change. So actually, I of course I feel I can feel with the people suffering, which of course is not nice to be in a place of suffering. But the good side of it is that if people really don't fit in, if enough people don't fit in, we will realize that there is something wrong with our system. For a very long time in history, people were forced to fit in to really be a part of the system or be nothing at all. So the good thing now in at least a lot of Western countries, we have the luxury of not fitting in. We have the luxury that we can protest, we can say no, we can say I can't cope with this, and we still survive. We still have bread on the table. And it's getting more and more accepted, more and more open to people who are different from others. That not everybody has to be the same. And I think that society should be made to fit people. Now, for a long time, and it's still going on, it looks like people need to fit the system. And we are all individuals. We are all unique. We it's impossible to think that you can treat every individual the same way with a good result. It's not possible. So it's even stupid to try it. And we start in early age putting children into schools where everybody is supposed to be the same, more or less. You're supposed to be able to sit down on a chair in a group with a lot of other kids in a quite big group, with only very often, at least when you're the small children, they have one teacher. So everybody's supposed to have the chemical feeling, like the good vibes with the same teacher, which is impossible. Not all the kids are meant to sit down all the time, not be able to move around. You're also supposed to learn the same thing in the same speed, and not very many kids can really cope with it. Some can, but a lot of kids, they don't feel well, they don't feel seen, they don't feel comfortable, they don't feel like they fit in. They feel, then they start to feel that there's something wrong with them because they don't fit in the system. And when a system makes people feel bad, get depressed when the system make people not able to really use their natural talents, to not make people feel inspired to contribute to the system. I think there is something wrong with the system. There is nothing wrong with all those kids and people having those feelings. It is very much you have to apply what is politically correct at the time and where you are. And this kills creativity, inspiration. There is no dynamics, and if you can imagine that we could really create everyone exactly the same, then it will be like a mass production of robots. And what kind of development, what can grow out of a world where everybody is exactly the same like the other one? So even if it could be possible, I don't think that is something we want to have. I don't think that is something we want to achieve. And when a structure become too static, I made a video before about chaos and order. If you don't have the balance, the dynamics between chaos and order, a society will die some way. It can collapse in chaos or it can collapse in order because it's dead. And I think that is what has been going on for years, that people have been pushed into being more dead than living, because we need to accept all the rules, we need to try to fit in. And I think because of that, and many things, of course, but one reason that this world is about to die. We have a lot of problems going on the earth with pollutions and everything. So, but not getting into details, but look at it from the big perspective. Because of the way we have been treating people, people treat the other people, we treat the planet. What is for one is for all. So the way we have been living has been more and more towards a dead life, like living dead. Um, and now we are in this change where I think a lot of people, even the last 20 years, maybe longer, a few people have born into Earth with the purpose to not fit in, to make the old system collapse. So I think all those not fitting in people are here to really show that the system is old and it's about to collapse, it's about to die, it's getting dead. So it needs to really collapse so that we can build something new. And when we see all these kids suffering, we see all these people with depression, then I think that that's really, of course, on in one way you can look at it is that it's terrible for those people, but also it's a good thing for the whole, that we can really make a change. And if all the people feeling not fitting in could take the power of not fitting in and try to use it as a force for a change. So the first thing for a person who not fit in, or if you know someone who feel they don't fit in, is to encourage them and try to make them see that they are here for a reason. And the not fitting in is actually the source, the power for to change. And many people, when they don't fit in, they feel, because we want to be in the herd, we have still this herd mentality. So when you don't fit in, you feel like you are not good enough, you're not one of the group, and you feel excluded. which is not nice, and you start to judge yourself like you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're putting it like something negative on yourself. So the first thing is to change the whole way that we look at people who don't fit in. They are actually the warriors that are here to change the world, and we should be so grateful that they are here. Because of the way uh, we have lived for a long time, and you have all this feeling of not being right, you have to suppress a lot of emotions, a lot of power that is actually you, that is real, and that is really why you're here. Your creativity, your fantasy, your love, your a lot of things that get suppressed when the society doesn't fit the people, and this build up a pressure, and this pressure you can use either to hit yourself, to put yourself down and judge yourself and get the feelings of not being enough. But you can also, which many people do all around the world now, they use the pressure and they get more revolutionary. They get like rebels. They want to revolt. They want to go out on the street, and they start to fight. A lot of criminals are they have suppressed so much, and they don't find a way to get their life energy, life force out and manifest it in a good way in the world. So it takes other ways and other expressions. So I think a lot of the problems that we have, if we can start to respect people and make the system fit to the people, we would have a much better world, a much better society. And I think this is the responsibility for all of us. I don't think many people can really honestly, mm, with the hand on the heart, saying that I'm so proud of what we created here on Earth. And that doesn't mean that everything is bad, but if you look at the whole picture, is so many things that I think we need to change. So let's really take all the not fitting in power from everywhere. I think you have some not fitting in somewhere, something that you're not really happy about with the world, with the situation, with how we treat people, how the system works. So let's take all this not fitting in power and make it be the change, make it be the power that we can use to really do something better. Of course, in a change process, there has to be destruction, because if everything is very nice, why do we want to change it? So before we change, it needs to be bad. It needs to go down. It needs to be obvious that this is not good enough. It needs to be so bad that enough people are really jumping on the train and say, yeah, let's do something about it. So it will look a little bit dark on the way to light. But if we just focus on that, what we have is not perfect, it's not good enough. But what we can achieve if we put our forces together will be so much better. Then we can look at the darkness in a more positive way. It's a process of getting to more light. That was about it today, I think. And as always, looking forward to comments and subscribe and like. That is always good, so we can spread this to more people, so that we can start creating this wonderful new world. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you soon again. Bye bye.